how's it going? In this video we're going to take a look at Killing Floor by Howlin Wolf, and this is based on his original Chess Records recording of the song. This is in standard E tuning, so let's take a closer look at the riffs. Okay, so here's the intro to the song. So how we play that, first chord is we're going to bar the 12th fret with the first finger from the D string, G, B and the high E string, bar on all 4 strings. Then putting the second finger on the G string on the 13th fret. It's our first chord, it's the top of an E7 chord. Then move the bar down to the 10th fret, put second finger on the G string on the 11th fret and the third finger on the D string on the 12th fret. So our second chord is a D major. Then take this same shape down to the 5th fret. This is the top of an A major chord. So that's barred at the 5th fret, second finger on the G string on the 6th fret, third finger on the D string on the 7th fret. So that's the first 3 chords. Then have this big E7 chord. How you play that is open, low E string open, put your second finger on the 7th fret on the A string, first finger on the D string on the 6th fret, and the third finger on the G string on the 7th fret, and just play the lowest 4 strings. So when you put it together you've got so the intro section is the last 4 bars in a 12-bar blues, and the whole progression is built around a 12-bar blues. So anytime you come up to the last 4 bars you can use those chords, but variation is the very first chord. Quite often in the song you hear it played, so you're still barring at the 12th fret with the second finger on the G string on the 13th, but you've just added this third finger on the 14th fret on the D string. Okay, so here's the main groove of the song. So what we're doing is low E string on the 5th fret, then we're going to the A string on the 4th fret, then we're sliding up to the 5th fret on the A string, and then the 6th fret on the A string, and then the 7th fret. So what you've got is so once through is the main groove. So now you know how to play the main groove in A. You're also going to need to know how to play it in D and in E. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this riff and we're going to move, instead of starting on the 5th fret on the low E string, we're going to start it on the 10th fret on the low E string. Use all the same spaces that we used when we were starting on the 5th fret. And that's how you play the groove in D. We're also going to have to play it in E. So we're just going to simply start it, instead of starting there on the 10th fret, we're going to start it on the 12th fret for E. So now you've got your 3 places of where to play the main groove. So that's in A on the starting on the 5th fret, in D starting on the 10th fret, and in E starting on the 12th fret. What I'll do is I'll draw a bars map of this song up below the video on my YouTube channel, and I'll just take you through how the progression goes. So it starts off 4 times in A. Then move up to D for 2 times. Then back to A for 2 times. 12th fret for the E for once through, then once through on the 10th fret in D, and and then back to the A for 1, and then a big E7 chord. So I'll just play that through for you. Here's the main lead line of the song. So what we're doing is, we're playing on the 9th fret, on the G string with the 2nd finger, and on the high E string with the 3rd finger. What we're doing is, we're going to be muting the B string, just by resting the 2nd finger on it. The next place we'll be playing is take that same shape, down here to the 7th fret, still muting that B string. Then just drop the 2nd finger down a fret, so it's on the 6th fret, and put the 1st finger on the high E string on the 5th fret, and still mute that B string. So that's the 3 places we play in the lead lick. So before we play the first part, we slide up from the fret below. So after you've played the main lead line through twice, we're then going to move the same riff, the same rhythm pattern as well, but instead of starting here on the 9th, we're going to be starting up on the 14th fret. Okay, so the way we'll be playing is G string, high E string on the 14th fret, G string and the high E string on the 12th fret, and then G string on the 11th fret and the high E string on the 10th fret. So same rhythm, and we'll be sliding up from the 13th to the 14th at the start. So when you combine that with the other lead line, when you put it all together, you'll get. And then you play the intro again.